clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Well, it's a Wednesday morning here on the Roundtable here on WGNS. Chip Walters with you from Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and the Blue Raider Network. Brian Barrett, our producer. And Brian, is it ever going to stop raining?
When's the next home game?
That's right.
It'll stop and then it'll start back then.
That's right.
That was the weirdest thing. That little shower just popped up right over the stadium, and it just rained and rained. But then
it hadn't quit.
I know.
It hasn't quit since then.
I think by tomorrow, you're going to see a nice weekend. Too bad homecoming wasn't this coming weekend. It's going to be sunny and 82.
Everything about homecoming weekend turned out great, except you get the game kicked off and you still think it's okay,
right?
And then 6 minutes in or so, you ended up getting that. But for Friday night football, and obviously there's going to be some Thursday nights, or is there any this week or not?
Not here in the county. Okay. Next week there are a lot on Thursday because it's the Thursday before fall break.
Correct.
So there'll be a lot. I think Eagleville may be one of only 2 teams that play in the county on that Friday.
But with this weather system is going to be moving out, right?
Yes, should be, and should be much cooler and not as humid as it's been the last few days. But we've got about an inch or two maybe today left to get through.
Oh wow, okay. And because I'll be heading down to, I've already looked at the Atlanta area. It looks pretty good for Saturday as well, and I'm going to try to slip in to see the Braves game on Friday night. So,
nice.
So try to make a weekend out of it. So anyway, we wish, we needed the rain desperately.
Sure did.
Desperately needed it, and glad we're getting it. And it would be nice here to be able to get it cleared off for everybody's weekend, whether you're going somewhere or going to be around here.
Well, they're all in the fall. There's so many things that happen.
That's right.
All kinds of events and stuff like that. So make sure those get off without a hitch. And I think we're going to enjoy the weekend, though.
All right, appreciate it much, Brian. And that lets us get our guest in here. And it's always good when you can get a guest who can wear a couple of hats. And Michael Shirley is one of those with Family Pet Health. We're going to be spending the bulk of the hour on that, and then we're going to at the end of the hour we'll talk about his role within county government and things that are going on, including the Plan Rutherford initiative that is continuing to move along the tracks and getting closer to a conclusion, it appears. But we'll get to that a little bit later. But first, we'll put his dog mask on, okay. and when I think about Michael, animals and pets go right along, because were you the very first Lightning?
No.
Not the first.
No.
But
I started as Lightning in 2002.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, he was born in '98.
I wore the original costume.
You still wore the original costume, right.
The best one, the one that has wings. If anybody from MTSU's listening, give Lightning his wings back.
I got you. But you were on. I guess it was about a year ago. We had you on, and it's been fun to watch your family business, Family Pet Health. continue to grow and flourish.
It's been 2 years in our new building.
Wow.
Yep.
And and I remember, the last time you were on, I think it was getting ready for the grand opening.
That's right. So for those in Murfreesboro,
we've got ground to cover.
Yeah, we're located on Richard Reeves Drive, which is right off Joe B. Jackson Parkway. So we're on the southeast side, very conveniently located.
You're on the Amazon side of Joe B. Jackson.
I actually have a view of their parking lot, which is not that bad, actually.
Yeah.
The trees are growing in nicely, but we're real easy. You can get off there at the new what will soon be known as the Buc-ee's
exit.
And so no matter where you are in Rutherford County, you can get on 840 or 24 and scoot right down to our exit at exit 84.
Yeah. Well, give us first of all, give us an update on Buc-ee's if you drove by there today. Is anything coming out of the ground yet?
Yes, they have started some of the they did a lot of field and site work there.
They've done a ton of stuff underground.
Anybody that travels that exit knows that they are doing the interstate exit improvements now that are a part of that project as well.
Right.
It's a mess. It is a mess right now, but it's a temporary disruption that is going to result in a major improvement for that interchange. For the people that are on, I actually just emailed the mayor of Murfreesboro yesterday asking for some help with some other intersections in that area. Mm-hmm. But this Buc-ee's is progressing the realignment of Butler Drive, of Old Elam Road, the new Elam Road, and the exits ramps. There's going to be stoplights at all the on-ramps and off-ramps there. It's going to make a huge safety improvement.
And if you've gone to the one in Crossville or Sevierville or Athens, Alabama, wherever the closest ones are, they know how to do this.
Sure.
They've done enough of these. They know how to do it, and to make it to where it's going to move traffic the easiest.
Correct.
And and nothing against truckers here, but because they don't allow 18-wheelers, it does allow for a little easier traffic
It
flow.
will not be even on the Planning Commission today. I always say I want whatever we can do to avoid two intersections come to mind. Cason Lane and Old Fort Parkway, and the second one is South Church Street by the pilot station. It's awful. If the tractor trailers, and they've done as best they can to fix that, but it's just a mess. And I do not think that Exit 84 will. I think it'll be much better. It'll be an example of what we need in the county with our interchanges.
Exactly. Well, that's part of our conversation for later on. But,
that's right.
but in the 2 years that you all have been in your new building at Family Pet Health, have you? I know you all built it to grow into.
Correct.
And have you grown into it and filled it all out now?
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
We went from 2 exam rooms in our main building at our other location. Now we have 10 exam rooms. And so that was a big step up, right? Dow Smith, the local contractor, was our general contractor. And Dow Smith, Joey from there was like, boy, y'all win the award for the biggest glow up. And and I said, yeah, well, our team bought into that, and we saved money as a team, and we made some business decisions to help us be in that position. The moment that we moved from our previous location, which was on Manchester Highway, now we're on Richard Reeves right off Joe B. Jackson, and we immediately added our 4th doctor. We currently have 5 doctors.
Wow.
And we're just going to continue to grow. We have 24 employees as a total, and
so 5 doctors, and then you got a ton of vet techs and
licensed veterinary technicians, and then also our veterinary assistants, and then we have the best customer service team. I'll put them up against any other vet hospital in the country. Our team knows how to take care of people. Our mission is to provide a good customer experience and a fear-free experience for our patients. And we are at Rutherford County's only fear-free certified veterinary hospital, which means that the way that we deliver veterinary care is designed to decrease the fear, anxiety, and stress that pets and their people experience when they go to the vet. So you'll see that in all of the design features of the building.
Well, and that's great to know. What I wanted you to do is somebody, let's say somebody who is listening today that has a pet that either whatever they need, whether it's normal immunizations or the pet's got a cough or whatever it might be, when they come to Family Pet Health, kind of take us through what it would be like from a customer standpoint to check in and go about your visit.
Our customer experience really starts at home when you're searching, when you pull out your phone or your computer and you go to Google or ChatGPT and say, who's the best vet in town? What I hope is that Family Pet Health rises to the top there.
Right.
And 24/7, you can book an appointment. Like, you can open up our website and you can, with confidence, book your appointment, whether it's for a new patient exam or a sick patient with an established or just a yearly vet visit for your pet. It integrates our booking app on our website, integrates with our schedule, so with confidence that your appointment is going to be there. So that's where it starts. And then you'll get some history forms, and the more complete you fill out your history form, the better we can expedite that check-in process and get right down to business. What we're trying to do is limit the amount of time that pet is sitting in the room getting nervous, because it's new smells, new sights, new sounds, new people coming in the room. And so we want to try to cut some of that out if we can.
Yeah.
So when you arrive at our office, you call and check in, and this is not a leftover. People are like, well, COVID's over. Yeah, COVID's definitely over. We're not doing curbside, but our lobby has no seating in it. And you may say, well, that seems weird. One of the most stressful places in the hospital is the lobby.
Waiting room.
Because you've got people coming and going, picking up medications. You've got people checking out and leaving through the lobby. You have dogs and cats and birds and chinchillas all mixed in the lobby, waiting, and the dogs are barking at the cats and the cats are meowing. That's super stressful, and the phone's ringing. And so we just eliminated that, and a space that we would have used for seating, we turned into exam rooms. And people are pretty comfortable waiting in their cars now.
Yeah.
But because we have multiple exam rooms, when you call, we're like, yes, Mr. Walters, we're ready for you. Come on in. We're going to greet you when you walk in the door. We're going to take you directly over to the scale, which is also maybe like the second most scary place. Dogs do not like making the 1-inch step up onto a scale.
Really?
So
they'll jump on a couch, but they don't want
to get on. I don't know if it's the clinking of their toenails on the scale metal and things like that. So our scales are actually in the floor, so they walk straight across, and we have a rug over it, so they don't even know that they're on the scale. And then we take you to your exam room. And
have you seen a major difference with that?
Yes, total difference. Yep.
So they don't get skittish.
They don't get skittish. They just walk right over it, and we use a lot of treats for rewards, and then we get you into your exam room, and from there, that's where you're going to stay. We don't take your animal to the back. We do everything, our team
with the owner.
Yeah, right there with the owner. So now, if you're like, I don't want to see a blood draw, then you can step out of the room, but we keep the pet as best we can. We keep the pet in the room, because every time you move a pet to a different part of the hospital, that's, again, new sights, new sounds, new smells.
Sensory overload.
Exactly.
They've got to go soak it all in.
That's right.
People love to put videos out of cats getting shots and stuff like that, and I'm sure there's craziness, but I would imagine the run of the mill, you've got pretty well behaved pets and mostly well behaved owners.
For sure. We want the appointment to be really boring.
Yeah.
A lot of times another thing that, because we're fear-free, we use smaller dosages of vaccines, and we use smaller needles. So, and we change out our needle. So if I draw up a vaccine out of a vaccine vial, I replace that needle and put a fresh needle on, because every time you're poking a needle into anything, it dulls it.
Yeah.
So we use, like, I'm diabetic. We are a little step up from a diabetic needle, but I don't really feel that when I'm giving myself insulin.
Correct.
Right.
Me too.
We want the pets to have that same experience. So we're gonna reward them, and as we kind of like tap their skin, like with our hand, and we give them a treat, and tap tap tap, give a treat, tap tap tap, give a treat, and then we pull that needle cap off, tap tap, shot, give a treat, and the dogs don't even know. Even the owners are like, you're done? Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Did you give a shot? Yeah, we already did it. When did you do that?
Yeah,
when it was slurping up the whipped cream. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, is that what the treats are? Whipped cream?
We have different levels of treats, but whipped cream is like the gold standard, best. Dogs will do anything for whipped cream, and cats we use treats for cats. There's a product called Churu for any cat owners out there. Churu is a great treat that you can have at home. It's like it looks like a Go-Gurt, yogurt in a pouch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha. By the way, if you have any pet questions and want to get them in to Michael, you can do that. 615-893-1450. Just text them in, and we can get those questions to him. Michael Shirley of Family Pet Health. Now, am I just imagining or remembering this wrong, that like your exam rooms, you can enter from the outside?
That's exactly right.
Okay,
so
you don't have to go down the hallway.
Correct.
So I was not dreaming
you
that.
are not dreaming that at all. So a lot of times people pull in, they're like, that's a lot of doors. So we have 10 exam rooms. 6 of them have outdoor patio seating, and 2 of them are for cats only. They do not have outdoor patio seating. And then 2 of our exam rooms are dark rooms.
Are dark rooms?
Yeah. So if we have like pets that have eye injuries or things like that, and we need, and a lot of our exotics, including birds, we don't want to put them in a room with windows because they may crash into the window trying to fly out. So we use our dark rooms for that.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Now, for the cat only rooms, is that because of smells?
Exactly right.
Things like that they can be a bit persnickety.
Cats are not dogs,
Yeah.
and their needs are different than dogs. We recognize that. We have many, my wife included, many of our doctors, they love cats. Like, that's their favorite. Like, I think my wife, when we were talking about starting her own practice, she considered a cat-only clinic.
Really?
Yeah, she really loves cats.
Do you think there would be enough?
We didn't think at the time that there was enough in Rutherford County at the time. Could I do a cat-only clinic now? I think I could. But instead of having a cat-only clinic, we have cat-only exam rooms. So they have perches, like the cats can explore the room, and we'll do the exam where they feel most comfortable. So sometimes that's on the exam room table. Sometimes it's in the windowsill looking out over the bird feeder. Sometimes it's on one of our little wall perches, like they have like almost like a cat jungle gym on one of the walls.
Right.
And it has different paint colors in the room because cats respond differently to different colors than dogs. And and we have plug-in pheromone plug-ins in all of our rooms. So the dog rooms have the dog pheromones, and the cat rooms have the cat-only pheromones.
Wow. Okay. Yep. And so they get the pleasant feelings, and all of it is all of it is designed to be fear-free, drama-free.
That's right.
with
and
all
that's
of
for
that.
everything. Yeah, and each of our exam rooms have an individual speaker with a sound system. We have calming music that plays throughout the hospital.
There's a baby channel on TV that is there.
There's a dog.
You all have dog and cat channel where they hear things.
That's correct. That's
really
correct.
What are there certain frequencies that if you take it out or put it in they respond better?
The studies have shown that the music dictates the comfort level of the animal. And so another thing that we encourage our clients to do is when they're driving over, don't listen to AC/DC, put on NPR or put on WGNS to listen to the soothing sounds of Brian Barrett.
And speaking of the soothing sounds of a commercial break, we'll do that right now. Michael Shirley is our guest today. We'll talk pets for another segment, and then we'll talk Plan Rutherford with his role within county government. All of that right here on the Big G, WGNS.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Sign-ups are going on right now for First Shot's Winter Basketball League in Rutherford County. Coach Andy Herzer guides kids to sharpen basketball skills and build teamwork through exciting clinics and games. Since 2003, First Shot has empowered youth to grow in mind, spirit, and body. Don't miss out. Join the fun and develop lifelong skills. Visit FirstShotTN.org today and register for the Winter Basketball League. That's FirstShotTN.org.
Life's too short to stress about insurance. That's why Ray Call at Rayburn Insurance is here to make sure you have the right coverage without all the hassle. He'll work hard to provide you with personalized service and finding the best solutions for you and your family. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. Let him handle the details so you can focus on what really matters.
Hi, my name is Diane Davenport. There are many reasons why I love Adams Place. People are so friendly. You're never in the hallways, but what you meet someone who says, "Hi, how are you?" Everyone is very warm and welcoming. It's very nice. Adams Place, it is a wonderful place to live.
This is Terry Deal. Come tour Adams Place and discover living a dream in your senior years. Adams Place, on Memorial across from Walmart. Call us at 615-904-9111.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by Old National Bank, the law offices of John Day, and AmeriCare Pest Control.
Get old. Old National Bank, that is. Old National Bank has the experience and service you need to buy a home, make investments, even online and mobile banking. Old National Bank is in the borough on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard, which used to be Mercury Boulevard.
Visit us and enjoy warm, homemade cookies at Old National Bank.
Old National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Thanks for tuning to your Good Neighbor station, WGNS. Now, Good Neighbor Events. Barks and Bourbon is this Thursday over at Bell Meadow Farm. For more information, get in touch with the Beasley Animal Foundation. Barks and Bourbon at 6 o'clock this Thursday night over at Bell Meadow Farm on Browns Mill Road in Las Casas. Hey, do you like good-looking wheels? You'll see them Friday night in the Depot District in Smyrna. A classic car and bike custom show in the Depot District on 98 Front Street in Smyrna. The show is from 6 until 8:30 in the evening. And then Saturday from 10 until 4, also in the Depot District, the annual Depot Days in Smyrna, 10 until 4 this Saturday. The Mousetrap opens at the Art Center of Cannon County and neighboring Woodbury, starts this weekend through October 11th. The Red Cross is still critically low on blood. Please give the gift of life. Phone the Red Cross at 800-RED-CROSS and make an appointment to give blood at a time that fits your schedule. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor Events.
Rutherford weather.
We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms here this afternoon with cloudy skies, a high in the mid-80s. Tonight, chance for rain and storms, a low of 68. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center. Currently, it's 72.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Through Sharing Change, MTE members round up their bills to support local nonprofits. Find out more how your spare change can make a difference at sharingchange.org.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome back into the Roundtable here on WGNS on this Wednesday. If you miss any of this foolishness or excitement, you can always check it out on the podcast section of wgnsradio.com. It'll be up there pretty quick after we get done. Michael Shirley is our guest from Family Pet Health, and while we continue to talk about pet information, big event coming up on Saturday, Michael.
That's right. The Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation is hosting their annual Puppy Plunge at the Sportscom at Borough Beach.
As I told you during the break, on the sign outside, I got tickled yesterday. I drove by the sign at Puppy Plunge, Saturday, blah, 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 blah. No cats.
No cats. So for those of you that are new to Murfreesboro, Rutherford County, or have been here forever but have never heard of the puppy plunge, it is a sight to behold. So before they winterize the pool, the outdoor pool at Sportscom, it's already closed down for people. They will open it this Saturday starting at 10 o'clock. You make a donation to get in, and that money goes to help animal nonprofit. I'm not sure which one it goes to this year, but you get to bring your dog, and it's an off-leash. It turns into a big outdoor water park for dogs, and there's really cool because your dog doesn't have to jump in the deep end. They have the kiddie area, which is the zero line entry.
The beach entry.
The beach entry, yep. So it just kind of slowly goes in. So you'll see dogs that will stand at the edge of the water and bark at all the other dogs that are in the water having fun. You'll see dogs going up the kid playground and going down the slide, and then you'll see dogs running straight off the diving. Well, I don't know, there's like a little jumping pad over there, and people are throwing bumpers into the water, and the dogs are leaping into the deep end. It's so much fun. Family Pet Health will be set up there. We're going to be giving away a gift basket, a drawing for a gift basket, and some of our world famous squeaky balls. If anybody's ever been there, they'll know these are really special squeaky balls. We have people that come from out of the city to come get squeaky balls from the office. So they squeak on when you squeeze them and when you release them. So it's a two-way squeaker. So dogs love them.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely. It's that Saturday at 10 o'clock. You don't have to pre-register, just show up, right?
That's correct. No pre-registration is required. Bring $5. I think it may be $1 or $5 donation to an animal nonprofit, and I think they even collect some dog food. But look on the City
Parks and Recreation website.
Yep, and you can get more information. But it is a great deal of fun. If your dog likes the water and gets along well with other dogs, that is very important.
I do want to see the cat version of this, where the cats are in the pool.
Right. Yeah.
Throw the cats in the pool and let's see what happens.
That is not fear-free, Chip. Yes.
No, it's not. It's not fear-free at all. Here we are in September, and I'm curious about this. Because mainly I would say 90% of your business is dogs and cats.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you have 10% of exotics and whatever it might be. Do dogs and cats go through the same seasonal issues that people do with allergies and colds and flu and stuff like that?
Yeah, so let's start with allergies. Yes, dogs and cats can suffer from allergies, and yes, we do see a spike in the spring and in the fall as different plants are releasing pollen of different sorts. Some plants flower in the spring, and we get spring allergies, and then grass all summer. Dogs that are allergic to grass in their paws and stuff. And then in the fall, things like ragweed can affect our dogs as well. So there are solutions. We have lots of different solutions at Family Pet Health that we can offer, from once-a-day pills to once-a-month shots, to just like allergy shots. And we also have allergy shots for dogs and cats. Yeah. So we do allergy testing and all of that. We can do all of that at Family Pet Health.
Yeah, if a dog has a cold or a cat, and they're coughing and sneezing, which it happens just like people do. What is the best home remedies of what you can do to give your pet a little relief?
Well, I am not a veterinarian, so we do need to state that. Yep.
Correct.
So, I would recommend that if people are concerned when it comes to runny noses and watery eyes and sneezing and coughing, and if your dogs or cat are having trouble seeing or breathing, you need to contact your veterinarian. I would stay away from the home remedies because you don't know what it is. We at the vet office, they're going to say, well, of course that's what the owner of a vet hospital would say. Well, the reason I say that is because we have the ability to do testing to figure out what is the cause of what your pet is showing. And that may be blood work that needs to be done. It may be a swab that needs to be looked at under the microscope. And so it is there are things that you can try at home that your veterinarian may recommend, and if it doesn't work, you're like, well, we ruled that out at home, but now you need to come on in. So, but what you don't want to have happen is that it get worse, and when things with pets get worse, they become more expensive. So it's way easier and cheaper, more cost effective to treat it on the front end than letting it progress and get worse. One thing that I will say about winter or fall sickness is we do see a spike in pets with that, and it's related to boarding. So when people, you know, what happens in the wintertime? Well, we have, you know, Labor Day, then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas and New Year's. So people are traveling during those times. Fall break, for example, a week of fall break. People are traveling. When they're traveling, they will take their dogs to the boarding facilities, and if and so we just, you know, when you're putting animals together that aren't normally together, your dog may have an immunity to something, but that mine doesn't, and we share those colds around. So it's not, don't blame it on the group, the boarding. Oh my gosh, I took my dog there and now they're sick. Well, yeah, because there's a lot of dogs there. Just like taking, you know, when we take our kids back to school, what happens? Everybody gets sick, right? Yeah, because we just put a bunch of people together, and so that kind of same stuff can happen when we're boarding animals. The great thing about today is that there are websites and things where you can easily find at-home pet sitters. At my house, when we travel, we have to hire somebody to come to our house, because not only do we have 3 dogs, 2 cats. My son is really into 4-H chickens, so we have all of our chickens, and then we have a team of racing pigeons as well. So we have a lot of animals to take care of. So we don't we bring people to our house versus sending our pets out.
Yeah, and that way we you know, we've talked about pet stress. There's way less pet stress.
Yeah. If your dog is not used to socializing with other dogs, or your cat has never left your house, and then you take them to a boarding operation, that is super, super stressful. Yeah. So there's a couple of suggestions that I would have for that. For the dogs, try them out in doggy daycare at those same boarding facilities. Drop them off for the day, see how they do, and let them acclimate before you leave them for a week. And I'm sure there's some that are just like kids, that there's some that are a little skittish, some love it. That's right.
It's which ones are social, which ones are not quite as social.
That's right. And for those that you try things out, or you have to take them and board them somewhere, talk to your veterinarian about we have anxiety medications that we can give to pets. People are familiar with.
Talk to you about that.
Yeah, that's right. Trazodone, gabapentin. People are like, well, I use trazodone. Yes, and we use it in pets too, and it can decrease the stress that they experience. We have some patients that don't come to the vet office unless they are on medication.